Welcome to April 2018. Now, as you go into April, you may be feeling like you need a vacation. And that's because your full moon on March 31st was powerfully T-squared by Mars and Saturn. And so take a vacation. Take a staycation if you can't get away. Take time for yourself. If you're feeling exhausted physically, emotionally, or intellectually. I mean, I know how I can get like mental exhaustion where my body's really not tired, but I've just been doing so much that my brain is exhausted. And I just go out and I'll take a walk or a hike and I feel energized. It's weird how a mental fatigue may not be physical fatigue. And so really be aware. The body is the messenger. What is your body telling you? And take time for yourself because these energies are really intense here now. As we move through April, Mars, the warrior, is incredibly strong here in April. He rules Aries and he's also the co-ruler of Scorpio. And so he's activated all month. And the star of the show in April at the Aries new moon and then at the Scorpio full moon on the 29th. Aries new moon is on the 15th. The sun will couple with Mercury on the 1st. Pay attention to important messages that are coming to you at this time. The messenger could be your partner. It could be a colleague or a friend or someone you consult with that is giving you some good insight into helping you at this time. Then Mars is going to couple with Saturn on the 2nd. Avoid arguments. If there's any drama going on with the family members or other people, go on a vacation. you know, the older I get, the less I want to fight with anybody. I just don't want my energy to be caught up in anything. And so if there's a family member or someone that is, really stirring the pot, set boundaries and love you more than the need to take care of others. Love you more than the need to be there for others. Be there for you and do what's right for you. Take good care of you. Hide out. Go hide out. And then you emerge refreshed. Then the sun is going to square Pluto on the 11th. And so that could be a power struggle going on with a partner or a friend or a colleague or a business partner or even someone you consult with. I mean, it could be with your dentist. It could be with your chiropractor. It could be with your MD, medical doctor. Like you didn't know what MD meant. So just be aware of that Mars is the warrior. Mars loves to fight, but the rest of us don't. And so be aware that some people are trouble looking for a place to happen, and you want to avoid them this month and take a really good care of you. Now, Jupiter will sextile Pluto on the 14th, and that is good news. That helps to move the energy in a positive way and can be financially rewarding for you as well. And this energy is going to be around all month, and it goes exact on the 14th. It's in the Aries new moon. It's also in the Scorpio full moon at the end of the month, and it's going to be back again September, exact on the 12th of September. So you can see that this energy is going to be around for a while. And that's good news because it helps to alleviate the intensity with the Saturn-Mars, and now the Mars-Pluto is coming up exact on the 26th. And so Mercury is stationing direct on the 15th. This is good news. Now Mercury the Messenger is moving forward, and that can help communication with partners and your public and other people go much more smoothly. When Mercury is retrograde, it's very easy to misunderstand each other, or for things to be taken the wrong way, or for things to be misinterpreted. Now with Mercury moving direct, this can absolutely help things quite a bit so that things are smoothing out. Now the Aries new moon is bringing change. Now you've had Uranus in this part of your life, for 7 years. He's getting ready to go into Taurus, which is good for you because it won't be so directly on top of you and challenging you. And before he goes, he is bringing change for all of us. The Sun and the Moon are coupled together with Uranus right at the end. He's at 28 degrees. Chiron is moving into Aries on the 17th. So, Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron flushes out our wounds, our deepest fears, insecurities, and we all have them. It's part of being human. And so he's right at the beginning, and it's in that area of relationships. But he does bring the healing and resolution that's needed as well. Uranus at this new moon is bringing revolutionary change. And so, for some of you, it could be, your partner surprises you with something, or something unexpected is brought to light. Trust in the process. When people are supposed to be together, they're going to be together. It's destiny. If you're not with the right person, that means the universe has someone even better for you. And, when we aim too low, we don't get what we want. It's the universe saying, aim higher. Because I have something better for you. The universe. Not me. And so, be aware of that. If there's disruption going on in the relationship, or chaos, or unpredictability, or change, this is the god of change, Uranus, awakening you to what you need in relationship and what others need. And, is it still lining up between the two of you? Is it still working for you? And this is, romantic partnership, but it's also business partnership and other people. How is it lining up with you and other people? And remember, you have what you need inside of you. The definition of insanity is believing that what you want and what you need, you don't have. And that you can't be happy until you have those things. And that's just not true. The seed is within itself. And everything you need is inside of you. And you can be fulfilled on the way. Don't wait until you have what you want to feel fulfilled. Get your fulfillment today. And you do that by giving it to yourself. Be the soulmate to you that you want someone else to be for you. Be the partner to you. Be the best friend for you that you want someone else to be. And then you're lining up with what you want, and then it can come into your life easier because now your life is set up to receive rather than to just give. And so this is an important time for you. These are things you're learning. And you want to trust in the process that the universe loves you and that the universe is showing you these things, Libra, so that you are owning your power. Mars is in Capricorn. That is about authority and power. And Saturn in Capricorn. Are you the authority of your life? Or are you giving your authority to outside, to other people, or some external belief system or institution? Own that power. Own that authority. Your soul knows what's right for you better than anybody. Saturn's going to retrograde the 17th. That's going to give you an opportunity to integrate all the growth work that you've been doing in this area of your foundation. This first chapter of Saturn in Capricorn. And, especially those Libras born in September, right on the equinox, the first in September, you've been dancing with Saturn here. And Saturn examines and tests us. I know it's not fun, but we all have Saturn cycles, and he's been testing you and testing, your foundation and how you take care of yourself and how solid you are in character and strength, and how you nurture yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, how you build power for yourself, how you build resources for yourself, your energetic resources, your financial resources. And so you're going to have an opportunity to integrate all of the teachings that Saturn has been bringing since December 20th for you, especially those right at the beginning of Libra, the Libras born in September. Then the Sun will couple with Uranus on the 18th. That could be a rocky day as well. And so if partners or people seem really unstable or weird, Uranus likes to bring the weird. Again, do what's right for you. Take care of you. You can only play your part in the relationship. You can't play the other person's part. So you're only responsible for half of the relationship. The other person is also responsible to make the relationship work or make the relationship harmonious. So, this could also be something fun. It doesn't have to be negative. It could be something exciting or something, wild and crazy and fun and exhilarating and new. It could be bringing something new. It could be bringing something new to your life. If it does bring a new relationship, have fun with it. Uranus doesn't usually bring lasting, it's something that you could explore and enjoy. Although, he is still in harmony with Saturn, and when he enters Taurus, that will create more of our positive energy flow. Saturn is trining your ruling planet Venus on the 7th, and that's good news. And that could be a lovely day for love and partnership and relationship and business partnership. Saturn-Venus aspects are excellent for professional relationships. So that could be a really good energy for you. Then the Sun enters Taurus on the 19th. This is good because that's going to start to calm down the crazy Uranian energy that we are experiencing. Pluto will take his turn to retrograde on the 22nd. That's more of a subtle energy. Now your ruler, Venus, enters Gemini, your sister sign, on the 24th. That's a really good day, too, to take a vacation, go on a trip, long distance or even short distance if you can't get away. Just great to get in the car and just drive off into the sunset or the sunrise and have fun. Important that we keep a sense of humor these days with these intense energies. Now Mars is going to couple with Pluto on the 26th. That's going to be a very powerful day. And so, be aware of, anyone, trying to start arguments again, just like on the 2nd with Saturn. This could be a family member who's stirring the pot, trying to stir trouble in the family. Just be aware of it and set your boundaries and raise your standards. Maybe it's time to upgrade relationships, upgrade your friends, upgrade, who you have in your life so that they're more supportive of you. The Sun will trine Saturn on the 29th. This is really good. And that's involved in the Scorpio full moon. on the 29th. Now, Scorpio is an intense sign, so we're still in an intense energy, and Mars is the co-ruler of Scorpio, and he's with Pluto, so both rulers are together at the Scorpio full moon, so it's still intense. Now, the good news is Saturn is trine the sun and sextile the moon, and Neptune is trine the moon and will sextile the sun the next day. Jupiter is coupled with the moon and opposing the sun, which is really good news because the Neptune, Jupiter, and even the Saturn help to balance all this warrior, Martian, competitive, ego, fighting energy with cooperation, empathy, compassion, sensitivity. And so that will help to ground the energy so that you can focus and, get things done. But it is important for you, Libra, to really take time for yourself this month. Make sure you're getting, a rest, take a vacation, take time off, take time each day to be quiet and meditate or do things you'd like to do that puts the fun in your day, the joy, and that spring in your step so that you're feeling light. Now, this could reveal your deepest desires, the Scorpio moon. And it is in the area for you of your money, your earning income, your inner and outer resources, your possessions, your talent, your gifts, your abilities, your self-worth, self-respect, what you love and value will be highlighted at this time. And it is in favor with Saturn. And so, this is good for you financially. This moon is very good for you financially. And it is an opportunity for you to look at what has been holding you back. What keeps you up at night? And, to embrace the shadow side. We all have a shadow, and we want to embrace it so that we're not projecting it out onto other people, and then they reflect it back to us. We want to love both our light and dark. That makes us whole people. And that's the goal, is to be whole. And if you need to get professional advice at any time during this month, go for it. Talk to an expert. Talk to a coach. Talk to a counselor. Talk to a lawyer. Talk to someone who's an expert in an area that you need help with. And then that way, you are covering your bases and doing all that you can and letting go of the rest. That's really important. What do you secretly want most? The Scorpio full moon will be bringing that to light for you. And, it's also a good energy to help with, say, if it's been rocky, maybe your partner's wanted something different than you want, or, your partner's over here and you're over here. But maybe by the end of the month, you're both on the same page, or you're both resolving maybe, what you want, what he or she wants, how you want to spend money, how they want to spend money, what you want to invest in, what they want to invest in. Maybe by the end of the month, you're finding that common ground and you're finding that place where you're cooperating with each other, you're moving down the road together and supporting one another's point of view and perspective and finding that harmony again in the relationship. And that's good news too. So for those of you open for love this month, it is kind of a crazy month. But love can happen. Saturn is trining Venus right there in the beginning of the month. And then Venus moves into Gemini. And that is, love from someone who at a distance or over the internet that you could be connecting with and having fun with. And that's good for you too, because that helps balance out the intensity or the challenges you've been experiencing. This helps you to see the lighter side of life, have more fun, play, and keep a positive outlook, which is very important. And for those of you coupled, you know, there are some fireworks going off here this month, for sure. And last month in March, you know, so that theme does continue. And, you know, remember, you have what you need inside of you. And you want the relationship if it adds value to your life. You want the relationship if it makes your life better. If it's making your life harder, you can do that on your own. You can make your own life hard. You don't need any help with that. So remind yourself of that as to, you know, what am I receiving from this relationship? And is it still working for me? And, you know, yeah, we're going to have some rocks and bumps in the road. You know, every relationship does. You know, and even soulmates challenge each other. That's normal. That's healthy. That's called growth. However, if you're in a karmic relationship where you feel like you're doing all the work and you're not receiving, what are you doing there? And is the relationship just a distraction from the relationship you're having with you and what you need to be doing with you? And it'll be unique for each one of you because you're all on your own unique path. And so you're all going to respond to these energies in your own unique way regarding your life and where you're going and what you need and what you want. But the energy does, you know, improve as we get to that Scorpio full moon. It's still kind of intense, but it is in harmony with Saturn. And Jupiter is there smoothing things over too. As long as you're being honest with each other, because Scorpio is about truth. And if you're just trying to go along because you don't want to, you know, upset the apple cart, that won't work at the Scorpio full moon because the truth is going to come out. And it's better, you know, if we all, you know, if all our cards are on the table and we know what we expect of each other or what we want from each other, and then you can decide what's right for you and how you can harmonize with each other. I'm not seeing any challenges in the career area. You know, if you're going for something, I would say, you know, go, you know, with Venus trine Saturn. That's a good energy to go for what you want. You know, I would say, you know, it's up ahead of you. You know, any kind of career advancement and achievement that you want, it's ahead. It's on the way. Right now, it's about you and your foundation, relationships. That's really the big focus this month. And of course, spiritually, make sure you're taking time to listen. Make sure you're taking time to hear the voice of God within you, your soul. Your soul knows what's right for you. Your soul knows who you have a soul agreement with to be married to. And all marriages are based on soul agreements before we're even born. And so if you have a soul agreement to be with someone, that will be shown to you. And you can find that out by listening, because what you want and need is inside of you. The seed is within itself. And health, how is your health? If you are taking time to rest and recharge and not pushing and not in a hurry, your health will be solid. But if you're rushing and you're neglecting your health and you're too focused on others at the expense of your health, that will catch up with you this month. So make sure you're taking time for you. It's all about you, Libra. It's all about you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my videos. Libra, you're rockin' awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. And I'm launching my new BizWiz Success Academy. And that link is below. It's also up in the cards. And I'd love to see you there. It's all about empowering you so that you are getting what you want and building wealth. So until next time, Libra. Take time for yourself. It's really important here in March and April.